Hello everybody, and welcome to PunkQuest, the show where we review shitty emo music, for reasons. I am the Larva Man, Unusual Caterpillar.
Oh my god.
Yes, that's me.
Shut the fuck up, Macy.
Fuck you. Okay, listen.
Literally, Unusual Caterpillar is a stupid username. You should just use your real name. It's funnier.
What a
What
tragedy.
is it, like Macedonius?
Fuck,
no. He's not a human, though. He's a caterpillar, though. He's a caterpillar, not a human.
Yeah, this is true. This is true. Anyways, as always, as is tradition, I have the best co-host I could ever ask for. Kobedas, the best.
Oh, that's so sweet.
But it's true. It's a good dynamic.
Aww.
And
Yeah.
our special guest for this episode, the critically acclaimed author of Crow Stuck, the best webcomic ever made.
Oh, no.
Don't
creator
The public cannot know about that.
Creator of The Creative Process, a movie that I have not watched but I know of exists. Creator of such iconic videos as This Is Not a Watamote Review and Kimi no Nawa is Not Good.
Those are like my worst videos.
Welcome to the show, WeebTrashProductions. How's it going? How you doing this fine day?
You needed a young boy on here. You needed a young face on here because I'm the demographic that My Chemical Romance is aiming for. So
Maybe like 10 years ago.
yeah, maybe, but like,
you know,
people my age listen to it.
They'll come back one day.
Yeah.
One day.
I'm just really surprised that there are people your age.
Yeah, me too.
People at 14 don't exist.
Like
It's a gimmick created by the government.
it's weird because like my sister is 14 and to me she's still like technically 7.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I don't really judge time very well.
Yeah, time is not real. It's a flat circle. It's an illusion.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Here in the Flat Earth Society, we also don't believe in time.
We also believe that the moon is a hologram. The moon isn't real.
The CIA invented crack.
Definitely. Anyways,
JFK's
let's
head
talk
just
about 3 Cheers for Sweet Revenge, the My Chemical Romance album from 2000 and what is it? Let me pull up iTunes. Yes, from 2004. It's album. So, what are you guys' thoughts on the album as a whole? Like as a whole, what'd you think?
Not as good as the Fall Out Boy album we reviewed, but I don't think anything will be.
All right. Okay, first of all, My Chemical Romance is like 90 trillion times better than Fall Out Boy.
Okay, shut the fuck up, first of all. You are a guest on this show, and you will not disrespect your co-host. Like, you literally come into my house and start, like, fuck you, first of all.
No.
Oh, Lord.
I don't want to hear
We're
it.
in for a doozy tonight, folks.
You stupid cock, be quiet. I'm trying to eliminate this kid.
Okay.
Oh, so...
Literally, like, I'm gonna be honest, a lot of the tracks on this album sound the same.
That is true, but it's a good same song over and over again.
Yeah, but like I don't want to listen to the same song over and over and over again.
I think that's the problem.
There's
with,
enough differentiation
with Infinity on High compared to this album is that Infinity on High has like really high highs and really low lows, whereas this album is like a like kind of a generic line, and then it kind of like sometimes has a pulse. It's like a flat line for the most part. It's not terrible.
I wouldn't say
like
that.
it's a flat
really,
line.
really good songs. Everything else is
There are
No, it's like a flat line, but like a very high flat line, a very high place.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It's not like a generic.
Like This Is Your
flat
Heart
line.
on Drugs.
Yeah.
My favorite songs on the album and I don't care if you don't want me to say them, Macy, because I'm going to say them anyway.
It's fine.
Helena, the classic.
Yeah.
You know what they do to
course.
guys like us in prison.
Yes.
I'm not okay, I promise, which is eternally a mood, and thank you for the venom. But other than that, like, I'm just gonna.
I think those are like the 4 that I actually liked. Everything else just kind of blended
Yeah.
together. But yeah.
Except the Jet Set Life is gonna kill you because it's a really shitty song and I hate it.
Hey, you're wrong. That's like one of my favorites.
That's my opinion.
It's fine. It's not terrible, but it's also not a standout in any way.
I think it's terrible.
There is a worse song on here.
I would rather listen to Blood on the Dance Floor.
Is that an insult or a compliment? I don't know.
I mean,
I've never heard Blood on the Dance Floor, so.
Blood on the Dance Floor, like, it's an acquired taste.
I mean, whenever I listen to music and I'm like, it's bad, I'm like, hey, at least it's not Blood on the Dance Floor.
It's an acquired taste.
It is.
Anyways, so we've all got our favorites and we've all got our least favorites, but
Yes.
let's go into the tracks in detail because that's what we do on this show, a la Nostalgia Critic. Just making just
We don't want to emulate Nostalgia Critic here on this channel. We want to be good.
See, that's why we rank all of our albums that we review like the fucking movie fights on the good old Film Theory channel, because that's a fucking show that I watch. What a fucking nightmare of hell that is. Anyways, this album starts out on a banger, but I wish it would have come later. Because Helena is a fucking great song, but I don't...
True.
It's so disappointing that it comes first. Because then you just kind of forget that it exists, like, the first on the album. Like, had it come, like, maybe if they replaced it with To The End or something, I don't know. But, like, making it first kind of, like, detracts the value from it. Like, don't get me wrong, it's still a fucking great song. Just, if they had shuffled a couple things around, it would have been great.
I think Helena should have been last, and Give 'Em Hell Kid should have been first.
Actually, yeah, that's a no. Okay, I think Helena should have been or Helena.
Helena.
Yeah. I've been pronouncing it wrong my whole life. Anyway, I think
it should have been like do that.
It should have been like the second to last track. I think the final track is fine.
I was gonna say that. I never told you what I do for a living is a pretty good ending track. So
it's an amazing ending track.
It is a really for what it's worth. It is a really good ending track.
Yeah. I mean it's like musically, it's a bit dry for an ending track, but it more than makes up for it for the lyrics. I mean, with the lyrics.
Yeah, definitely. So I think we can all agree Helena is a fucking banger, and we all love it.
True.
We all want to be the dead corpse in the coffin, being drunk.
Okay.
In the
dial it back on the emo-ness.
Oh no!
I don't want to alienate your
No, this is My Chemical Romance. This is My Chemical Romance. We have to like up the emo intensely. We have to straighten our hair. We have to wear some wristbands. We have to buy like 500 shirts from Hot Topic. We just have to buy Hot Topic. We have to buy the franchise of Hot Topic right this moment.
Hot Topic has gone to shit.
This is
true.
Gonna say that. It is true. That is true.
They are selling.
I step into a Hot Topic and I feel my soul leave my body.
Hot Topic. I went there on Black Friday, and they had fucking Rick and Morty up in the window.
Oh god damn it!
And I'm like, this is Hot Topic. Why the fuck is Rick and Morty in the window?
They had goddamn Riverdale, Supernatural, Rick and Morty. I'm like, okay, but why? I only saw 2 Invader Zim shirts, and one of them, in order to buy it, I had to like pull it off the display case.
Hey, at least I can go there to buy cheap Princess Mononoke merch.
This
That's
is
a
exactly
thing that I
why
need.
God has left us, because Hot Topic has failed.
Hot Topic isn't emo enough. Make
It's
Hot Topic
literally, like,
emo
it's-
again.
Yeah. There's only one Hot Topic that has maintained its emo exterior, and it's at the mall that's going to shut down in a month, so rest in pieces. I feel bad for that mall. It was such a good mall.
But yeah, Helena is probably my favorite song on here. There's some other nominees. I mean, it's kind of I'm kind of deciding between Helena and you know what they do to guys, like, yeah.
Great.
Yeah.
But I used to cry to Helena. Well, not crying. I was just sad. Whenever I'm a sad boy, I'll usually play this song along with the other 50-something songs in my sad boy playlist.
That's really weird, because Helena just doesn't really make me all that sad.
I
don't know.
Okay, I know it's kind of a meme at this point, but I do not feel that way about the Black Parade at all. I know it's kind of a switching the subject, but I know the Black Parade is just this huge meme about the fucking G note. I've listened to it. I am numb to the Black Parade. That song cannot make me feel any more than it will.
The Black Parade is the Dark Side of the Moon for emo kids.
Yeah,
that's a good point.
that is a good.
But I like
that's the most
Black
valid
Parade.
thing you've said today.
And I don't like Dark Side of the Moon, but that's besides the point. Anyway,
Dark Side of the Moon is decent, but anyways,
Okay, well-
that's besides the point. Back to the album.
Back to the album.
The next track, "Give 'Em Hell, Kid." It's got a nice lo-fi, shitty 2007 audio recording aesthetic at least for like the first half, and I kind of like that.
like
It's decent. It's
like the verses kind of sound like the 9 billionth band to rip off the White Stripes and the Black Keys. But it's fine. I like the chorus. I like it's a very passive song for me. It's a very listen to it in the background song.
Yeah. It's still nice, though. I would say I like
Yeah.
it more than some of the other filler songs
Yeah.
on the album.
Yeah, me too. But it is first degree filler. Like,
yeah.
the album could have done fine without it.
To the End is underrated in my opinion. Next song.
It is. No,
I-
no, To the
I
End
liked
is
it.
immensely overrated.
I know nothing about the My Chem culture, but I never hear anything about it, so I just
I
assume that
hear
it's
about
underrated.
it all the time from my one friend, and it's just not good. I feel nothing when I listen to it. It's such a nothing song. It's not even good filler like the previous song. It's just bleh. What about it makes it stand out?
I couldn't tell you at the current moment. I'd have to go listen to it again, but
Did you write notes?
all I wrote was underrated.
Oh.
We were
Okay.
supposed to take notes? What?
of
Oh, I just do that. I just do that for like most podcasts now.
You don't have to. It's fine.
You don't have
Don't
to,
worry
yeah.
about it.
I'm just weird about it.
Otherwise, other than being just filler, it's okay.
I wish it wasn't on the album. I think it's one of the two songs or two or three songs I outright dislike.
Which song?
To the End.
Oh, yeah. It's very mediocre. Disappointing. I don't really have that much to say. I was kind of distracted.
Yeah. The next song, you know what they do to guys like us in prison.
The
Jam.
greatest song of all time.
ELO, is that
spot is
you?
reserved for 1,000 Miles by Vanessa Carlton, but sure.
Oh. Yeah, yeah.
Deadass, I literally wrote in my notes, ELO, is that you? Because it just reminded me too much of Mr. Blue Sky.
It kind of does now that you think about it. Now that I think about it.
But like the beginning,
does-
the beginning part in
Oh yeah.
most prominently does. But like for the most part, it's still a really good jam. But holy shit, it sounds so similar to fucking Mr. Blue Sky.
But yeah, it's like on here. It's one of the only instances where you just hear an outright scream from Gerard.
Is it?
And yeah.
Huh.
Like, okay, on the first album, he screams a lot because that album is like pretty much a Midwestern emo album. But here, it's very rare. But when it happens, it sounds really good. You feel like you've earned it. And with a very bombastic kind of clusterfuck of a song, it still it fits perfectly. Because this is like 1,000 songs stitched together, but it's done amazingly. Unlike another song on here that I didn't like, but that's for another time. Later.
Any other opinions on
I like the song, and I like how Midwest emo was used to describe My Chemical Romance's first album, because Midwest, yes, it's boring here, but it is very emo. I actually like forgot everything that I was supposed to say.
That's fine.
It's just good. Like the song, it sounds different than everything else on the album, which is refreshing.
It does, yeah. I mean, it's probably it's one of the highlights of the album for me. Also, that like ending chuckle just
yeah,
puts the
I was about to say, holy shit, that chuckle at the end is like, oh my god.
It
so
makes the song
good.
a 10 out of 10. I listened to it like I went back and listened to it like 2 or 3 more times when I was re-listening to this earlier.
Right. Okay. But yeah, I think we can all agree it's a good song. And
yes.
Then we move on to The Eternal Mood. I'm not okay, I promise.
This is my favorite on the album.
Okay.
I'm not okay. I'm not fucking.
I like how this kind
so
of
good.
adds to the previous song, because that song is like really insane and bombastic, while this one is kind of like just reflecting on how much you're just messed up.
Yeah.
And it's just it's a very smooth, very rewarding transition. I think the song is a bit overrated. It's not one of my favorites, but I do really like it.
It is a very good song.
But the two parts I want to mention are the guitar solo.
Yeah.
And the little in the little piano bit, where all the instruments go quiet, and it's just a piano for like a couple seconds before it like builds back up.
Yeah. That bit's, it's just so good. It's such a little like respite from like the chaos ensuing. It's like the little last strand of sanity you'll find in this song, and then it immediately breaks into back into chaos. It works on a thematic level. It's fucking genius.
I don't know about all that technical shit, but I headbang to this song so hard it gives me a headache.
Yeah,
I love it.
It's good.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. Like when I'm emo, I like listening to this song most on the album because, yeah, you know, like I am not okay.
I promise
That
in
epic.
parentheses.
I promise.
Trust me.
Yeah.
And then
Another song with an excellent little ending.
The Ghost of You is too soft rock, at least in the beginning.
Okay. I
I-
actually have like a point to make with this one because
Really?
it's like a pop rock ballad but done correctly, because I really don't like this type of song. I don't like Foo Fighters or Nickelback or any of the terrible pop rock ballads
Look
I
at this
hear on the radio.
photograph.
But
Every
this
time I
one-
do it makes me
This one
laugh.
has a catchy but clean, an emotional guitar riff, that sticks with you, and it's not like mixed so low that it like blends with all the other instruments, making it just a slush of forced radio-friendly emotion.
Okay,
And then
but it does kind of blend in for me. Like, it doesn't really stand out at all, and I don't know. I keep forgetting the song every time I hear it.
I feel the complete opposite actually, and then like the chorus explodes with a punch, and like kind of contrasting the verses, and yeah, it can be played on pop radio, but I still think it's really well done.
Too soft for my taste. We need more hard edge. I need that hard rock. Hallelujah. That is a song that exists, by the way. It's like death metal, but it's called Hard Rock Hallelujah. Go listen to it. It's a fucking bang song, dude.
Okay.
It's
then.
great. And then okay, so I think that's
You're a
everything on the Ghost of You.
Sweet kitty.
Oh, it's a cat.
She's leaving me now.
Then we move on to mediocre out of 10. The Jet Set Life is gonna kill you. Kind of
Bad
reminds
song.
me of Evanescence, to be honest.
Evanescence is better than this.
Yes, definitely.
Don't insult Evanescence like this. Honestly.
I like this song.
Well, we're all entitled to our own opinions, no matter how wrong they are.
But I like how smooth of a transition it is from the Ghost of You to this. I like how subdued it is. I like the very subtle Western theme of it, which will turn up later on the album. Yeah, I mean, it's probably not that great, but I still think it's good. I still think I still really like the explosive chorus that is pretty much in all the other songs, but I think is done uniquely enough to differentiate each of them. Yeah.
Yeah.
The Jet Set Life is gonna kill you. It may not be necessarily a highlight, but I still think it fits in the album and it's a good song.
Yeah. I got nothing else to say. It's okay. I wouldn't listen to it exclusively on its own, but I would listen to it in the context of the album. Moving on from The Jet Set Life is Gonna Kill You into the 50-second interlude that sounds like a rejected Kid A track.
Oh my god, I actually wrote that it's very reminiscent of Radiohead. It does sound like a...
It is very Radiohead.
It is very Radiohead. And it is the kind of Radiohead that I really like.
I hated it. Like, I didn't even think there was really a point to having it.
I think it serves as like a breather halfway through the album.
Yeah,
where
you've been subjected to like all of this chaos and then two soft rock songs ish. You need a breather.
It's like Gerard Way was like punching you and crying in your arms, and then you just gotta step outside to take a breather, and that's what it is. It also
Gerard Way can punch me as many times as he wants, honestly.
Oh,
I think we can all agree there.
He's cute.
This
Okay,
is
then.
true.
Although I do like how interlude goes into "Thank You for the Venom," which is
Thank You for the Venom is a fucking Mastodon song, and it deserves to be fucking held to the regard of a Mastodon song. It is so fucking good. I love it.
It is so good.
if you
It
if you
is
like,
very
okay, anybody who listens to this album and likes Thank You for the Venom, listen to Mastodon.
Yeah, I
It
need
is
to listen to
basically
this.
just a slightly watered down version of Mastodon. The thing that I was sold on that song like seconds into it. The instant I heard that fucking guitar at the beginning, I was like, holy shit, I love it. It's so fucking good. It's such a good song. Oh my god, I love it.
Yeah, it hits you so hard because like it's like a 50-second interlude that's like really soft, but then that like distorted guitar that it just hits you in the face again, and now you're in for like the second part of the ride where Gerard punches you even harder and cries even louder.
Yes.
Yes.
Even better.
Pain is good. We're all fuck. Anyways. But yeah, Thank You for the Venom. Pretty fucking good song. I can't praise its highs enough. There's no lows to this song. It is a fucking masterpiece.
It is.
It is an amazing ride the whole way through.
Listen
Yeah.
to Mastodon, please.
Yes, and also it's like it has like 17 catchy parts. It has like 85 hooks within this one song, and it just sticks with you. Yeah. And then that transitions into another hard-hitting song, "Hang 'Em High."
Hang 'Em High is
One of my favorites.
I really hate the Old West, so already Hang 'Em High, we're not on good terms, and I just didn't like it.
I did
I
not
like-
find
I
it.
hate the West theme.
I did
Shut
not
up
find
about
it
the
to
Old West.
stand out, to be honest.
I like the Western theme. I kind of like how the
This
Western
is
theme kind of
we came for emo, not yeehaw.
Yeah.
Well, I think of it as a pleasant surprise, like an extra fry in your McDonald's bag. But this is more like an extra fucking eyeliner stick in your Hot Topic bag.
Okay, first of all, if you buy makeup from Hot Topic, you deserve to get any diseases that gives you. Like, no self-respecting person would ever buy their makeup from Hot Topic.
I swear to God, I thought you were gonna say if you buy makeup from Hot Topic, you deserve to get shot.
Like, no,
I thought that was where you were
like,
going.
No,
But
but
you
like that
will
stuff,
die.
like that stuff is nasty. Like they have like bath bombs and stuff, and I'm like, I don't want like an STD. Like, no, thank you.
Yeah, you hear that, Chris? Because I know you're watching this. I'm going to send this to you, and you will listen to this. Don't, because I know you've done this before.
Is this the
If you
same
want good
Chris from the
makeup-
Watamote review?
Yes, this
Oh
is
man,
the same.
the
Chris.
same Chris, the very same.
I have recommendations for eyeliner. Actually, like I'm not like
Please,
great with
I'm
eyeliner.
looking for
but,
some myself to
literally
complete
any
my
other fucking
transformation.
eyeliner.
Oh.
You could just get some at like Walgreens or whatever.
We don't have
Like,
Walgreens.
anything is
Anywhere
better.
that's not
We
Hot
don't
Topic.
have Walgreens in Canada.
Yeah, but like Walgreens
Ew.
makeup doesn't give you infections like fucking Hot Topic makeup.
I wouldn't know, but I'll take your word for it.
Literally, like, I'm gonna go blind if I use that shit. It's nasty. It's nasty as fuck. I remember I was at Hot Topic on Friday because we went to the mall for Black Friday shopping. Like,
You
part
too?
2.
Wow, we have so much
'Cause
in common.
I had 2 days of Black Friday shopping, actually. But when we were at this Hot Topic, I remember they were selling some makeup that people had already used. Like, there wasn't like a tester product. People just opened up the actual product and used it, and it was still on sale. No, it was discounted a little bit because people had used it. I was like, okay, I'm gonna have to. No,
All right then.
sorry, that was a bit of a tangent, but.
Yes, I mean
Public
tangents are
service
welcome. We
announcement.
gotta stretch out the show for as long as possible to account for the apocalypse. Can't make that YouTube money. Gotta make that money somehow.
Macy, do you have ads on your YouTube channel?
No, I do not.
Right.
Moving on from Hang 'em High into
No, but
its,
hold on.
okay.
I haven't. Okay. First of
Okay.
all, okay. So I just want to say one more thing. I like how it's like poppy, then it's creepy, then it's kind of insane with that fucking like blast beat part. That's what really got me. That's what really sold me on this song. That like part where it just goes crazy.
I need to go back and listen to it. I don't remember that. Oh,
Right.
that part. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
That was pretty
Yeah.
dope.
And I like the Western theme. Anyway, yeah.
Moving into it's not a fashion statement.
My least
it's a
favorite
death
song.
sentence. Swap this with Helena and it would be fucking amazing. This is a good opening song, but not much else. It's like Thriller on IOH. I mean, it's a okay song. Thriller is okay, but you know, swap it with the fucking banger, and you will have a perfect album.
Really nothing all that special though. Like okay. It's kind of like the song does kind of have this like amalgamation of different songs kind of stuck together like a previous song we talked about, but it just doesn't feel right. It just feels like a bunch of mediocre pop punk songs all just kind of stitched together. And
True.
it's just I feel nothing while listening to this, and I think they should have taken it out completely. Like, it's just annoying and headache inducing. I mean, that was probably the point, like Gerard feeling anxious and angry, but it could have been done a lot better than stringing songs into a mediocre Frankenstein monster.
Good point. And then, unless that's all we have to say about that one,
That's pretty much it. Just sucks.
the last song on the album. I never told you
No.
what I do.
No, we
for
have
a living.
Cemetery Drive.
Oh,
You
Cemetery.
skipped Cemetery
Fuck.
Drive. How can you even call yourself a real My Chemical Romance fan? You don't.
Because I
deserve to have
literally
this fight.
wrote meh, and I thought it blended into my last notes.
Yeah,
Cemetery
but you still have to
Drive.
mention it. Like this is PunkQuest. Like
It blends into the thing. Whoops. That's my fault.
okay. I thought it was kind of nice.
It's nothing to stand out, but it's not terrible.
It's like a C plus,
Yeah.
or maybe a B minus.
It's just like Jet Set Life, but like not as good. Subdued verses with explosive chorus. But I really like how Gerard just kind of shouts out "I miss you" in this song. That was good. But other than that, it's still just kind of mediocre.
I wish Gerard would miss me.
I think we all miss Gerard.
Yeah.
That's for sure.
I mean, like, he's not dead, but
You know, MCR, please come back. We want. Side
kinda
note,
nice.
do you guys know about the petition? Cause what's it called? Warped Tour is like ending next year, and everybody's like, hey,
Oh.
MCR should come back for one last Warped Tour.
They should. That would be like Warped Tour is like a staple in like punk and emo culture. So if they did that, it would be like the ultimate bang to end off on.
Well, they've
may
got
actually go.
they've got 16K signs
Of course they do.
to it. They're almost at 25. People are like, make America emo again.
I
That's
think
it.
isn't like 2018 the last Fans Warp Tour? That's
Yeah, that's exactly why people are petitioning this. Because Warped Tour is ending next year, and people want MCR to come back because they should totally do it. I would sign it, but I can't. I'm not America.
I'll sign it.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I'll
Send me the link.
Okay. Let me just,
Though
there it is, lads.
but like actually like I don't know. If the band doesn't want to get back together, then they shouldn't be forced to.
Yeah, but at least consider
feels like-
it.
Do they like
It's-
hate each other or something?
No.
No, I was just saying if someone made like a decision like that, I'm like I wouldn't want to. If I did that, I wouldn't be pressured into rejoining.
Yeah. I do think that because it is the last one that they're doing, the last fucking Warp Tour, they should totally come back. Of course, that's their decision in the end. They don't have to, if they don't want to, because they've all got their own shit. Gerard's doing fucking comics. Whoever is doing his own band shit. I think it's Frank. I don't know.
Oh yeah, he is.
Yeah, they're all gone their separate ways. They've all got shit that they're doing. But I do think it would be cool. Anyways, enough of that tangent. The last song on the album, unless if we're done with Cemetery Drive, is the last song. I Never Told You What I Do for a Living. It's a good ending song. It's pretty.
I like this one.
It's pretty good.
It's really good. That disjointed guitar at the beginning and the like infectious bridge before the chorus like really makes this song for me.
I actually thought we were talking about this one like halfway into when we were talking about Cemetery Drive, so I said that I liked Cemetery Drive, which wasn't true. I meant this song.
Okay.
I should pay attention more, but I was reading about Fans Warp Tour.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's like a mix of like craziness, kind of weird, that weird sassy character that shows up a bit throughout this album, but also anger, remorse, and then finally acceptance with like the last song, and then the lyrics are particularly great on this album. It feels conclusive but sorrowful, making it like the perfect ending. Like musically, I think it could have done a lot more. I think the instruments could have been a lot bombastic and epic feeling, or maybe like a bit more toned down to give kind of like a sorrowful goodbye. But yeah, it makes up for it in the lyrics.
Yeah. And that concludes the album. 3 cheers for Sweet Revenge. Now comes the hard part. Where do we rank it? Above or below Infinity on High?
Below, obviously.
Above, because I just don't like Fall Out Boy in general.
Okay, well, considering I'm the real co-host here,
Well,
I think I take precedence, and
Yeah,
I would
that's
say
true.
this is below.
I do
Sorry.
agree with you there that it is
Thanks, me.
it is below, in that specifically there's not really too many standout tracks other than like a handful of them, whereas and they're not like too like terrible, but they're also not that great like upon reflection. The ones that are really good, but then the rest of it is just like whereas with Infinity on High, the great tracks are like amazing, and then the rest of the it's an enjoyable album as well. Like the rest, like it doesn't feel like there's lulls in it. I do feel like Infinity on High is the better album in my opinion, but we'll see. And I guess with that we conclude.
I'm
this
gonna give
episode.
a numerical rating because I'm Anthony Fantano. Anyway, I'm feeling a decent 7.
Yeah, I'd give it a 7.
It's an emo staple, but then they will then years later in 2006 they will come out with their superior album, The Black Parade, the greatest.
Yes.
True.
album
Yeah.
ever.
Why didn't we do this? Why didn't we do the Black Parade?
I don't know.
I think
Why
we're
did we
saving
do
it
this?
for later.
Like
A
Okay.
special PunkQuest episode when
Yeah.
I have more time and I'm not hungry and not pissed because I have to spend
that's
too
what
long
we
with
should
customer
do.
service.
That's what we should do. One day on October 26th, 2019, we should do the special episode of PunkQuest on the Black Parade. You heard it here first, folks. We're waiting 2 years to do this episode of PunkQuest. which will probably not be relevant. Oh yeah, fun fact. This is probably way too late and nobody cares about it. But happy birthday to the best anime character ever made, Ibuki Miyota, the fucking queen of punk in the fucking animes. She's good.
What?
My fucking Avatar anime character.
Oh, okay.
It's her birthday today, and I just thought that was a nice
happy
little
birthday.
note. Happy birth to Ibuki. And with that, we're gonna
Happy
end
birth.
the episode. Good night, everybody. Have a fucking
So long and good night.
so long and good night.
So long and good night.